Sometimes you'll get data that's too summarized. For example, sales totals grouped by week or by custom data ranges. We are given a table like this. Each row represents a range of dates and a total sales amount for that range. Our goal is to ungroup this. Create one row per day and split the total sales evenly across those days. Let's use Power Query. Go to the Data tab, click From Table Range, and Power Query will launch. What's the overall plan? Let's outline the process before jumping into steps. First, we need to split the group column into start and end dates. Then generate a list of all dates within each range. Then divide the total sales by the number of days and remove all the rest. That's it basically. Now let's walk through it. How to split the group column by hyphen. Select the column and click Split Column by delimiter. Choose Custom and type a hyphen. Power Query creates two new columns. By default, Power Query names the new columns something generic like Group 1 and Group 2. It's always better to rename them right away to something meaningful like Start and End. Why? Because it improves readability, you'll write cleaner formulas later, and you'll avoid mistakes like referencing the wrong column. Always name your columns with intention. Right after splitting, your start and end columns are still text. If you try to generate a date list from text, Power Query will fail. So we need to transform the new columns to date type. Select them both using Ctrl or Shift key and go to the Transform tab. Choose Date as the data type in the drop-down list. This step is crucial. Power Query now knows these are actual dates, so we can calculate with them. What's next? Now we want to create a list of dates for each row, covering the full range between start and end. So let's create a custom column named Date. We will use the list.dates function. The first argument is our start date. The second is the number of days. To calculate it, we will use number from and minus start plus 1. This gives us the count of days inclusive, and the last argument is duration. This defines the step 1 day at a time. So if the range is 5 days, it creates a list like this. What do we do now? At this point, we've added a new custom column called Date. Each cell in that column contains a list of individual dates that fall within the start and range. But we still have one row per group and a date list inside. Next, calculate the sales per day. We want to divide the total sales by the number of days in each list, so add another custom column called Sales. The formula is rather simple. Total sales divided by list count date. This gives us the daily amount. For example, 251 total across 5 days equals 50.2. And now each row contains a list of dates and a value for daily sales. At this point, the original columns like start, end, and total sales are no longer useful. You can safely remove them to keep the table clean. Use delete or right-click and remove columns. Now let's expand the date list column into actual rows. Click the small icon next to the date column. Expand to new rows. This gives us one row per date, and each one inherits the correct sales amount. Exactly what we needed. So, mission accomplished. This ungrouping technique is incredibly useful for daily trend reports, filling the missing data, and reversing grouped exports from other systems. See you in the next one.